This weekend was kind of an interesting one, especially for the Eurovision fans. So today we're going to be diving in to what actually happened during the whole week of Eurovision 2026. But before I do, if you're not following me on TikTok, you can follow me at populaire.esc and you can follow me on Instagram at populaire.official. This weekend was questionable. I'm going to say this, the entire week was questionable. Of course, last week was Eurovision week. There was a lot going on. Yeah, and it was interesting. We always had the end of Eurovision happen once again. So let's deep dive about what happened during the week of Eurovision. I definitely think the more important part to talk about is two things that happened at once. Israel scaring the heck out of Europe, and Europe sent a Bulgarian for about 2 minutes. I will be honest, I had put my reaction out of DARA winning Eurovision. I was very happy. Very, very happy. She was my second place going into it, so she was also in my top 10 ever since the song came out, so period to her. Something that did shock me though was how much good songs actually got knocked down by the televote and the jury. I mean, France is an example, Greece is an example, Finland is an example. I mean, and Sweden, I'm going to put Sweden in there as well. They were massively robbed by jury or televote, if not both of them. We don't know why. It shouldn't have happened, and we should be going to Finland next year, but we're not. We'll go to Sofia in Bulgaria, which I'm not mad about at all. Another interesting thing that actually happened was it was revealed the day after the final that this year's first and second place was the biggest point margin in Eurovision history. This beats 2009. They actually, I say they, Bulgaria beat Israel by 174 points. Bear in mind, from the public, Bulgaria got 312. That's a lot. Considering myself, that is a lot of points. Something that did make me very happy though was that finally, for the first time since 2017, a new country has won Eurovision. Now, I'm not saying this like they won the same time in the decade, is that these are countries who have already won previously in the past. Bulgaria's never done that. They did come close in 2017, they got second, but they actually finally got their win with Bangalanga. I'm literally, it's been in my head all day. This is also the first time that the juries and public have also agreed on a song, which is kind of cool, but also kind of weird because it kind of feels like a setup in a way, but obviously it's not. I mean, yes, it is political, but something really cool is that obviously we had the returns of not only Bulgaria, but Romania and Moldova as well, and all three of them managed to be in the top 5 of the grand final televote, which I generally think is actually really cool. Obviously Bulgaria won, Romania got 3rd, and Moldova placed 8th, which I think is pretty damn good if you ask me. Something that was kind of shocking but not really shocking is that 3 countries actually ended with 0 points. The United Kingdom, my country, not really a shock. Germany, little bit of a shock, also not really a big of a shock. I don't think it deserved 0 points, to be honest with you. And lastly, Belgium. Now, I didn't know which way their points were going to go. I didn't know if they were at 0 or like a little handful, but it was 0. Well, I told you no one wanted them in the final. There you go. Something that did make a lot of Eurofans quite upset was their running order. Now, Denmark was obviously a clear favourite, and he got put first. He opened the grand final. Now, a lot of Eurofans were not happy with that result. knowing that that might now will actually not give him a chance to win the contest or place at a high standard. He did make top 10, which I think is still good in itself, but I think if it was put like later on, I think he would have put at like a higher position or even the top 5. There is one moment I do want to talk about, and that was Czechia's moment. Their camera person, the camera stopped working. We don't know what happened. Our commentary said apparently the camera person fell, apparently, but yeah, it just glitched and it didn't happen. It didn't make the performance nice. Plus, they only did get 9 points from the televote, which I kind of felt, in a way, was deserved. I didn't really like the song. I kind of felt it was boring a little bit. But another thing I do want to talk about the UK again is that, yes, it's my country, obviously. We all just used to send anyone at this point, and we'll get 0. Because then we might, for the last 2 years, we've sent some people who have been recognised via social media. Remember, my neighbour was on TikTok, and Look Mum No Computer was on YouTube. Can we actually send singers? Because this year, it kind of looked like Look Mum No Computer had no idea what Eurovision was, or had no idea what it is when it started. Like, it looked like he didn't know anything, to be honest. And yeah, kind of a setback. I mean, we knew we was gonna get 0. The song was it was good to see something different. I'll give that as a positive. But I think if we actually want to do well or win, I think we need to send someone who's actually got a powerful vocal or a vocal. So I mean, I did say this of who I want to represent UK. Cat Burns is a good shout. I really like her. She was promoted on the BBC a lot last year, so I think last year, this year, and last year. So I think she would be good. Freya Sky, obviously she did Junior Eurovision. She's currently on Zombies in Disney Channel. She'll be really good. I'm hearing of a lot of a guy called James Marriott. I don't know who that is, but a lot of people are saying him. There's a lot of people who we could choose, but I think knowing that apparently there is professional, industry professionals choosing the UK entry, I think they need to take their job a little bit more seriously than they are. But my opinion, guys, my opinion. Some of the performances, this doesn't really go to grand final, but the semi-final as well. Majority of the vocals were not it. Georgia, an example. Cyprus semi-final as an example. I think I am going to add the UK in there. Yeah. There was just a lot of people who were just not performing at their best, I'm going to be honest. I think, I saw a meme, I've seen this meme, and it's basically everyone saying, Antigone for Cyprus learned how to sing in 2 days. She didn't perform to her best in the grand final either, but she did perform better than her semi-final performance, so we'll give her that. Plus she actually did get a 12 point from Greece and 34 from the public, so I guess that's something. One last thing is that definitely Bulgaria was an unexpected winner. I personally didn't think it was, no, sorry, let me rephrase that. It wasn't in my mind that I was going to win. Obviously I would love it. I would have loved it to win, which obviously it did. But yeah, I'm very happy for DARA and Bulgaria. They deserve it so much, especially after the week that we all experienced together. I just want to say one thing. Obviously we do have to have Junior Eurovision in October and Eurovision Asia in November. But it's kind of always like what Victoria Nicole said when she was giving out the points from Portugal, which was hopefully one day we can unite by music, and with peace and hope we can all be together as one, which I think generally just sums up Eurovision as a whole. Is definitely something that we need. I think it's really good that, I don't know what I'm saying. Oh no. Which I think is just a beautiful message and definitely needs to be spoken about more. I really hope things change in the future for 2027. But obviously the things that are happening now are the things that are happening now. So I'm going to end the video here. If you like this video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more Eurovision content. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Mwah.